Hi guys, welcome to day 5 of the vlogging challenge. I am coming to you live from Metamorphosis Studios, i.e. I'm back in my basement, and I wanted to talk to you today about how to get inspired and how to stay motivated. What many of you might not know is that in addition to Metamorphosis and blogging fearlessly, I actually also run a quotations database called missquotations.com. And the reason that I love inspirational quotes so much is because I really feel like the thoughts we put in our mind are the thoughts that will grow and the things that will start sort of a fake it till you make it. If you're not feeling great, keep saying great things. Force yourself to smile. Eventually your mood will turn around. If you continue to keep thinking negative thoughts and feeding it, it's just going to get worse. Nothing's going to get any better. So I thought what I would do, since I have hundreds of quotes online, was share with you the ones that actually I read and reread every hour of every day. And I do that with these Post-it notes that are on my desktop. So as I'm working and I'm staring around to figure out what to do with my life, I look down and it kind of reminds me where I want to go. They're very recentering. So I have 4 of them here. The first one is innovation is recession proof. And it's totally true. No matter how bad the economy gets, no matter how desperate things become, people are always going to be spending money. People are always going to be getting married or needing to eat their next meal. And so it's not just about being the best, and it's not just about the highest quality, and it's not just about the best marketing, but it's about continuing to innovate, continuing to create that thing that's not out there. And you don't have to reinvent the wheel, but you do need to bring a unique aspect to whatever you're offering, because there are billions of people in this world that are all vying for the same business. And with a recession or a downturn economy doesn't mean people stop spending money. It means they become more selective about where they're spending it. That's the first thing. Innovation is recession proof. The next one is sell them what they want, give them what they need. This is a really interesting one for anyone that has their own business or even is in marketing and figuring out how to pitch an existing business. But for any time that you're dealing with customers, it's our natural instinct to actually sell to our peers rather than our customers. We're always wanting to prove why we're the best compared to so-and-so. And what ends up happening is we get stuck in the jargon, the industry jargon, rather than talking to our customer and their needs. So for instance, if I know nothing about photography, so let's pretend that I'm going to get married, which I'm not engaged, but if I was, and I'm looking for a photographer, I imagine it would be tempting for you to sell me on the types of cameras you use, or the types of lenses you'll use, or things like that. It means nothing to me. I have never shopped for a camera. I have a couple crappy little digital ones and my iPhone. I don't know what you're saying. So although that might impress your peers, it's not going to impress me. What's going to impress me is if you're able to sell me on the fact that you'll be able to capture that moment and that day between me and this person. That you'll be able to help me not, look fat in my dress. The camera adds 10 pounds. This is the biggest day of my life. Come on, you got to work with me. So selling to my wants and my needs, which are, how are you going to capture this experience for me? How are you going to show me that you relate to what I'm going through? I'm scared, I'm stressed out, I'm trying to manage all these different pieces. How can you talk me through that? Versus trying to impress me using your industry jargon that's just right over my head, and you'll lose my interest. So that's the first thing. Sell them what they want, give them what they need. It's an important thing to remember. It's another thing to also remember when you're writing blog posts or doing vlogs. We do want to talk to our peers. We want to prove to them that we know what we're saying. But we forget who we're really trying to reach, and that is our customers, not our peers. The next one, you attract what you are. This was all of yesterday's vlog, so I'm not going to go into it. But it's the idea that what you really are inside is what you're going to attract into your life. So people say they want X, Y, and Z, but they're not actually acting it. They're not actually being it. They're not actually doing it. It reminds me of those, bumper stickers that say, "Fighting for peace," or fighting for peace is like fucking for virginity. It doesn't really make sense, and I think people do that with a lot of their lives. We become workaholics and wonder why our marriage is falling apart. Well, because you put all of your time and energy into work. You're a work person. You're not a family person. If you want to be a family person, you have to actually be a family person. You have to want that time and that connection that has to matter to you. I had a great interview with Penelope Trunk on Blogging Fearlessly, and she talked about how People say they can't do something because they're too busy, and they're not too busy. People make time for what's important to them. So we might think, oh, I can't get to that because I don't have the time. Truth is that it's not that important to you. You have 24 hours in a day just like everyone else, and that is a big, big piece of your life, is choosing where you're going to allocate that time and where you're going to put those resources. That's a choice that's in your hands that you get to make. So make time for the things that are important to you. Cultivate the sides of you that you want to bring more of in. If you want love, you've got to be loving. You have to feel loving. You have to be gentle with the world around you. And then you'll start to see different results from the outside. So think about where you're putting your time. Think about where you're cultivating your energy. And think about how you're growing as a person. The last one is a quote. It says, ingenuity plus courage plus work equals miracles. It's by Bob Richards, who I actually don't know who that is. But I love that concept. You have to keep innovating, just like we said in the other one. You have to have courage. You have to be strong. If you don't want to do something extraordinary, you're not going to get extraordinary results or an extraordinary life. If you don't want to take chances, you're probably going to get ordinary. It's like looking for a lottery ticket. I mean, the chances of you winning are so small. The chance of you having an extraordinary life by just sitting back and waiting for it to happen to you, that's about the same chances as you winning the lottery. So if you want an extraordinary life, you need to get up off your butt and take some chances and fall and be embarrassed and get back up and do it again, because you refuse to settle for losing this one little life you have because you're afraid. There's this great quote that says, at the end of the game, the pawn and the king go back into the same box, or something like that. But it's a just analogy, that at the end of the game, all the pieces go in the same place. At the end of this game, we all go the same place. So it's your choice how you're going to spend it. Nobody's going to make you spend this life doing great things. Only you can. So that's going to be my vlog for today. I really encourage you to daily take some time to get inspired again and to remind yourself how short life is and how much of this is in your hands. We are all victims to luck and to the weather, but the best you can do is to take as much ownership as you can and try and make today matter. That's all you've got. So I hope that sort of pumps you up a little bit. And if you guys want more quotes, you can go to Miss Quotations. But I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. Bye.